said the connection was good before. Yeah. Okay. Now it says we're live, but it's all black. There we go. Okay. Sorry that took so long. So we have a couple characters we're gonna make. Turn on Star Citizen. Pull up our references. And if you're new here, basically what I do is I will pull up um, pictures of the characters that I'm making. Sometimes those are real people. Sometimes they are, like I said, celebrities, or sometimes they are people's avatars or characters they've made before, like an old character creator. Um, and sometimes they are out of people's imaginations, video game characters, whatever. I've been doing character creation since before the um, new character creator was live, Bugatti. So I have a lot of experience. I've done over 100 of these. Basically, I do it because a lot of people don't want to spend the time doing it, or don't have the patience with it. There are a lot of nuances, even I complain about them frequently. And so, just to make people's lives easier, I do it. I do it for donations, and that's anywhere between. I've done it for as little as $10, but most people do between 20 and 30. I've also done it for in-game currency, and I just like helping people out. It helps me to pay the bills if I get some money, and that's all. As far as referral codes and stuff, I just put mine in the chat for both. Um, I am trying to get two more um, referrals before July because they're going to be resetting for stupid reasons. But anyway, let me pull up my referral. Or not referral, sorry, my share code for my streaming. So that I can post that to the people who are going to be potentially watching me make their characters. Is one. Okay. And then because I don't have direct permission from the people that we're working with today, unless they get on and give me permission, I'm not going to put their reference photos up. So you'll just have to trust me that I'm getting as close as I can to how they look. If you have any questions about how I do this, feel free to ask. I will try to keep an eye on the chats. Randomize. Start with that. And we're at least kind of close to what we want to start with. Let me verify that I didn't get permission to use this guy's face in the stream. I try to ask in advance. Sometimes I forget. Oh, cool. He's on and responding. What? I'm saving the reference photos right now. Awesome. We have permission from both people to have their faces in the first guy we're doing. Save this one as open news. Apparently, I have three folders that have these split up between them. That's what I get for having like 9 hard drives. Of course, the nothing's lagging except for Windows Explorer. So what I do is I put shortcuts to all of the other shortcuts to all of the other ones in all of the other ones so that I can get back to the pictures that I need in whatever drive they're in. I just click around until I find them. That is a first time spammer. Get rid of that. Let's ban them. I'm the only one allowed to spam my chat with links. Sorry, continuing. Put a reference photo up. Crop it a little bit. Almost done. Makes my life easier and gives you a clearer picture of what we're working with. So we got that one. So this visible. There we go. Okay, so for facial hair, we're gonna go. I think stubble's a little bit too much. We'll leave it off for now. If we need to turn it on, that's fine. For hair, let's throw on head stubble. Again, try to keep looking at chat and everything. If I miss it, my apologies. You don't always have the attention span we would like to. And I forgot to take my other off. But it's also only 5:48, so I can take that in like an hour or so and probably still be productive. Start these off. I honestly don't know why they start with any of them on at all. Like they should default off. But I get that they want to show the different hairs and everything that they have, but we want to have the closest possible to like a blank slate. Most of the time when I'm doing stuff anyway. Look and see which ones kind of give us the best shape. I'm going to pull up larger reference photos. I really don't need to see my streaming software as much as I need to see the actual photos what we're looking at. Nope, those eyebrows are still nuts. Let's just go with blue. That's hilarious that they decided those ones are blue. We really need a better selection of eyebrows. Like they're limited. Come on, Andre. I know you got it. Eyes we're working with. kind of bluish. Let me make sure we're working in new character. Call that good for now. Once again, dark ring around the eye, or the iris rather, we do not have control over that yet. We do eventually need to. Please, please. You'll notice the tip of the nose has a little cleft here, and it doesn't in our reference. The nostrils are pretty close to level. You don't really have much of a view up into them. The septum's also pretty narrow. As you'll probably hear me say just about every time I'm working with this, um, it's not very intuitive the way that they have the controls set up because we don't have the ability to lock specific features. Um, Moving one feature moves all of the features. It's just not really ideal in that way. I literally made an entire thread on all the changes that they could make to improve this. Um, got some positive feedback from um, some of the devs, but also they're like, yeah, some of these are just limitations based on how we decided to do it. And I'm like, why did you decide to do it that way? Independently editable features. Don't pre-bake your melanin into your skin textures. So this one is pretty good as far as the skin pores are concerned, as far as the stubble is concerned, as far as the amount of shine and wrinkles are concerned. It's not 100% perfect, but like if you look, we're on 43 right now. And this does change every so often from patch to patch. I believe the prior patch to this one, the skin textures changed. But you can see that like all of the different shines and melanins are all, yeah, and like even the stubble and everything, they are all baked into the texture. Even if you say lock your skin tone down, it doesn't lock it as well as it should. So it's usually good to at least scan through here, see if there's anything that's slightly better, um, gives more of the effect because you also have like the creases and everything like around the mouth and the eyes and stuff that change. And it can completely change how the face looks. If we were going for a younger one, I would say 12 is pretty close to 43. 43. 12 again. 1 is also kind of in that vein. It would be nice again if they'd also like group them together. See, this one has creases that he doesn't have, crow's feet that he doesn't have. This one's not bad. It's darker, but I can lighten that up. 43 and we're about midway in kind of the upper beige pink. Six isn't bad, but it is splotchy. Yeah, it's even more splotchy. There's not a way to get rid of the moles or the rosacea or the razor burn there. Also not bad. Make sure I have chat up in case they're so far, I would say 9 and 43 are kind of our best candidates so far. Too many freckles, not enough stubble. Still not enough stubble. And the face lines were different. If we were doing a younger one again, 20 wouldn't be bad. Too many wrinkles. Not color wise, but like the skin surface is too shiny. You could zero these here. Or like eliminate some of them to do A/B testing. Appreciate it, salvage. Now we're going through the skin textures and deciding which one of these has kind of the best. Let's see if I change the color of this one. Not bad. 43 is, I think, still 43, 9, and 12. 20 wasn't horrible. 43 again. See, and then that has a little bit of the under eye wrinkles. It shows a little bit more of the age. If I can change the color to be a little bit more accurate. If they could make it so that like choosing a color on this palette reflected the same color on every skin tone or texture rather, that would be so much more useful. I'm not liking how that one looks. Come on, 47. Only not. Only let's go to 46. Interesting. That is a bug to report. Almost done. Just making a note. Since you're here, if you don't mind giving me your opinion, how do you think about that as far as the stubble that comes with it, the overall texture of the face, the lines, everything? Lobe. Here's it too really close to that. I wish I could just drag it up. But as the nose is concerned, bit of a roundness, slight upturn, very proportional. Good crease at the back of the nose. It's not like this one. It's a little bit higher. That's pretty close. Eyes next. They're narrower towards the center. They're a little bit farther apart than we currently slight tilt to the outside. And a decent secondary lid. They're actually right at the top of the ear. I do need to move the ears down a little bit, if I can, without completely changing the shape, which is debatable. That's about where I'm going to have to leave that. Openness there. That's pretty close on the eye. A little bit almost grayer than that. I've been having trouble hitting that shade of gray. That's pretty close. I don't know if it moved much. Back to the eyebrow color. Good morning. How was breakfast? One cat. Eyebrow color. That's what we're doing. So they are going to appear lighter in game, so I don't want to mess with them too much. Hi. I just want to hit that kind of lighter spot that you have right at the edge there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try. Like right over here. You know, it wants to put it right in the middle. Like, long highlights. Bad. A little more. I can change the stubble color, but I will try. Shoot, that is the hair root color. I don't know if this is proportional to the hair. Like, it should be. No, I'm not liking the stubble. It's not letting me change it. Zoom in a little bit. Chin is a little more pronounced. It's not really a good way to get more Adam's apple either. Yeah, chin to be slightly longer without completely changing the shape of the jawline. Then I change the jawline back and the chin shape changes. a lot of trial and error here. Ears are still pretty close since we can't rotate them and we can't move them up really. Eyes are close in shape, but maybe almost a bit large. It's a little better there on the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and save that and send it over. And Chris, if you want me to make any changes to that, just shoot me a message. Nope. File upload. Send that. And a screenshot. Okay. And then our next one is load up the reference files. first thing we're going to do, go back to our skin tones, textures. We're still looking to match the facial, like the skin texture, any of the creases, any of the lines, all that shape of the lips, because that changes significantly with each of these. And that melanin undertone has a lot. We have a pretty rounded cupid's bow on the mouth. That one's not too bad. Pretty distinct print on the lips. And a little bit of a crease on the bottom of the chin here. See what the lips look like here. See, and this has a really red undertone, which is not what we're looking for. Basically, no forehead creasing. I could just add highlights to a couple of these. I'll fade them a little bit. Now these are all the highlights are kind of in the back. Like they don't start coloring up in the front until you move it really significantly more. Anyway, we'll call that good for now. DNA, and we will see if we can match the color. Too bad. Mouse shape is still off. So 37 is still kind of our closest. That actually gives us 38. So that gives us, it is still a redder tone, but we might be able to move it more into the yellow green. Um, it gives us more of the mouth shape that we're looking for. The eyes don't have too much crease. There's a little crease on the forehead, but it's not too bad. Oh, come on. Eyebrow. Little closer. Change the color to make it appear a little more subtle. We add that to my notes. Default to coloring, whichever hair element you last red. Getting elements of the kind of yellow green there, but we can't fade it. That would be nice if they had like a light dark fader as well as picking the color. Also not bad. Amazing. Like you can hit the yellow, greenish, but as soon as you do, you're in the lighter skin. Like it should be right here, but that's too dark now. Lighter septum. Make me not, or rather, is it not going to let me choose where I want it to sit? With the septum being lighter. If you guys have any questions or if you want to make a request, you can message me on Discord. Sharks Bite is the same on YouTube and Twitch. And I do request this for donations. So if it's AUEC, if you're making an alt for Invictus and you don't mind using my code, really whatever you feel like it's worth. Um, Obviously, it can take a wildly different amount of time depending on how complex the face is. We're limited by the limits of the character creator and all that, but I do my best and I edit like if they change stuff or if someone's not happy with it, like 30 days. Usually more than that if they have they want something tweaked or whatever. I try to work with people. Thus far, I've only had one person who was like really, really unsatisfied, um, and a couple people who just stopped contacting me midway through the process. I'm not happy with this base texture. I'm gonna switch it up again. See, that one has kind of the green yellow though. How close can we get it? No, because there's a lot of rosacea in it when we get it darker. Hmm. Nope. See, and then we don't have the right mouth shape either now. And also that has way too many wrinkles. Again, forehead wrinkles that it doesn't have. Doesn't look like it has that much red over here, but this one's actually pretty close. Lipstick. Part of it's getting the facial expression kind of correct. Part of it's getting the color correct. Part of it's getting the positioning correct. It'd be nice if I had like glasses that I could put on. That would be really funny. Come on, give me it. Don't start up. I guess I'll try that. We'll see if it comes. There we go. Do I have to hide Star Citizen? Oh, that's is that audio? Game should be showing up. That's not what we want. Close. Open image in tab. Move to top. There we go. There, add alpha channel. color. Just select the blacks. Raise the threshold a little bit. Invert the selection. Shrink the selection. Select invert. Select shrink. 5 looks okay. Grow it by 2. And what that did was it removed all the little gaps and everything. Grow it by 2 again. Perfect. It just has to be perfect. Sure. Fuzzy select. Add to selection. Okay. New brush select. I don't remember. Remove from selection. Okay. Oh, now we have a circle there. We're going to add to selection because we're in negative now. Okay. Now we'll try that. Save that as a glasses mask. Oh, save it first, and I have to export it as. Sure. Now we can bring Star Citizen back up. Image, glasses, and pictures. Star Citizen, glasses. Okay. Ah, Not perfect. Wish I could actually do this on the monitor where I'm editing it, but whatever. This will be great. Because when I turn this down, we'll just pretend. People are gonna be like, "Why is there glasses?" If you want these glasses, by the way, these are the Regent Black on Glasses USA. I am not sponsored. I have used Glasses USA and I was pretty happy with them. I haven't in a while because I got LASIK. But when I needed glasses, pretty good service. Put the facial hair on. Really the closest that we Oh, hey, thanks for the raid. I didn't even get a notification. We are doing character creation. I do this for donation, help pay the bills and stuff. I take AUEC if that's what you got. You can shoot me a friend request or a message on Discord at SharksFight. And I've been doing character creation since before this one went live. I'm Evocati, so I have a lot of practice with it. And so if you have any questions about doing it yourself, I can also hopefully answer that. I've written an entire thread, or actually three now, I think, on the character creator and what changes I think it needs, and send direct feedback to the devs who wrote it and are writing it. But yeah, anything helps, and I'm happy to do this. Even if you don't have any money or whatever, but you'd like to make a character, shoot me a message. I've done it for free. I've done it for what, like $10. Most people, if they're doing cash, do between 20 and 30, just because of how much time it takes. But it's honestly, it's whatever you can afford. I know times are tight right now. Nose isn't bad. did that. Oh, now the glasses are in the wrong position. No, I see what he was saying about having trouble matching everything. It's really difficult to get all the elements right, and then you just change one thing and it no longer looks the same. Send this picture to him and see what he thinks. Um, I'm not 1,000% happy with it. It's not bad, but it's just we're always going to be limited by the character creator options that they give us. So I believe I have glasses in my hanger. Let's see what it looks like in game. Save this. I usually try to save more often than this too, but good morning. Oh, you can get Spyro on PC now? That's cool. Loading, please wait. Going through the Twitch free game collection. Ooh, all of the Lego Star Wars? I'm pretty sure I already tried to install the Rakuten. There we go, we're on. Okay. Well, if I have some glasses. Got a nice hard line on our back and around our neck. Good, our glasses aren't sticking out of our face. What kind of clothes do we want to wear? Buttons. Okay. Leather jacket. Yes. Yeah. Decided the lighting in here was too harsh. Were what duty calls? Will you answer? Corporate military industrial complex. When it calls, will you answer? Even this early in the day, at least in the US, it's still going to be pretty slow. We are playing Slideshow Simulator right now because we're in group, and they are running on I8, not I8, Invictus. Did I not hit the button? getting what, 3 or 4 frames per pixel. Come on. Come on. For scanner skin tones, we found that this tends to be a decent neutral lighting. At least for like cinematic stuff, we got a decent cyan and orange. Wait, to the end. Left. Moving so fast that it was slight step back. Almost. Oh.
One of my sisters is a historical person, and she found this book listing all these historical locations around Stanton. I think we might swing by a few when she visits, so I've been doing some route planning to come up with the most epic trip.
Yeah? Yeah, I feel that.
Get some decent, not great, different lighting. Example screenshot. And that ship flies over and gives us decent light for us there.
What's going on with you?
Now what's going on with you?
Anyway, she's out on some business thing in Paris next month or two, so I'm staying at that place. You know, all the fancy sort of thing.
Wow. Just wow.
Right now, I do appreciate all your guys' time. Like I said, if you guys want any character creation stuff, hit me up on Discord at SharksBite. You can also message me in Spectrum or whatever on Robert Space Industries. My referral code is up at the top. Let me move that so that it's visible there for a sec. I'm trying to get 2 more referrals before they change the system and I have to completely restart. So if you're going to be making any sort of a character before or around Invictus, and like the free fly they're going to have, feel free to use that. That would really help me out. I need 2 more, and then when they reset it, I'll at least have had the level 10 or 10 referral reward, which is a Gladius, which would be really cool. Also, during Invictus, if you sign up, usually they have some sort of a free ship. So don't buy something until you can sign up and use the code, but don't buy something until the free fly and the giveaway starts. And that'll give us a free little starter, not starter, but usually like a bike or some sort of another ship. Anyway, appreciate your time. Thank you all for watching. And like I said, if you want me to make you a character, just hit me up. If you don't have any money or you want to pay with in-game currency, that's fine. And otherwise, any kind of donations are accepted, cash or chips or whatever.